Hi everyone! Today we are going to make cabbage steaks.
And using the potato slicer or potato peeler, we are going to do some nice thin slices of carrots that we're going to use in the same recipe.
We will also share with you all the different ingredients that we use to make this recipe.
Now we've got our cabbage steaks already in the pot, and we're adding the carrot, to which we finely shaved.
That looks really good.
In little spots here. We made a lot of carrots because the first time we did this, we were just experimenting, and then we discovered that we really liked the carrots this way. So
they're delicious with the actual dressing that we make.
Excellent.
We're all just mincing the garlic right now into fine little bits and pieces, and that will go on top of our cabbage and carrots along with the other ingredients that we'll be showing to you soon. We love garlic, so we do use a lot more than I think most people because we really like it. So I'm thinking for this dish we are going to use about 10 garlic cloves, 10 to 12 garlic cloves, and it smells really nice in the oven once it starts cooking. We have also turned on the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and that way it will be ready by the time we have prepared our recipe. And we will bake this at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for half an hour, and then we will check to make sure that the cabbage steaks are done. I have found out that the red cabbage takes a little bit longer than the white cabbage, but it all depends. This is a small one that we are making, so it might be less time. Sometimes it takes about 40 minutes or 45 minutes. So now we are ready to mix all the different ingredients. The first one is olive oil. It's extra virgin olive oil from Greece. Then we have balsamic vinegar. You can use whatever balsamic vinegar that you prefer, whatever brand. Apple cider vinegar, which is very healthy for us. Then we use stone ground mustard and maple syrup, whatever maple syrup you have. It doesn't have to be dark or light, whatever you prefer. Also with the wet ingredients, I include the minced garlic. So I mix that in with the wet ingredients, or I add the wet ingredients inside the minced garlic, and I also add the salt. I include the salt with the wet ingredients because when I have found out through different tests that I have done that if I use the salt, the sea salt, with the wet ingredients, because I I place the wet ingredients first over the cabbage steaks and the carrots. The salt absorbs inside the cabbage steaks, so they taste really, really nice once they're done. That's my reasoning behind it. Now for the dry ingredients, we use Nutritional yeast. And you can, again, buy any brand that you prefer. We also use some of our homemade Parmesan cheese. We already have a recipe up on YouTube for the Parmesan cheese, which is very, very easy to make. We use some wild oregano from Greece, some paprika, and a little bit of black pepper. That's about it. Okay, so now I'd like to, we're gonna start with the olive oil. So because I like to use a lot, I'm gonna remove this top and I'm gonna go for it. But you can use whatever you like, as much as you like. So that's our olive oil. Okay, so the next ingredient is our balsamic vinegar, and I'm just gonna use a little bit, maybe a little more. I never measure these. There. Now I'm gonna use apple cider vinegar. Maybe a little more. Some mustard, about that much.
Heaping teaspoon.
A heaping teaspoon. And some maple syrup. There. And we'll see how they're gonna taste.
Another heaping teaspoon.
Yeah. And then some salt. Sometimes I don't measure, I just do things. A little more salt because it's a lot of cabbage steaks and carrots. In order to combine them really well, I just go like this. Yeah, you can pour some more olive oil in there. Thank you. Apple cider vinegar, please. But it's so good. I read many years ago, a long time ago, I was 24 years old actually, I read that apple cider vinegar, yeah, it's very good, it helps me whenever we use it to cook our meals. They retain their calcium and other nutrients. No, I put a lot of salt. No, thank you. And the mustard is good. We're gonna need to do that taste test. I think they're good. See, it's thickening now. Oops. Ah.
It's okay.
Okay, so now let's test it and see how it tastes. Do you want to test it as well? Taste
Sure.
it. There's a lot of salt.
It'll go in.
I think just a little bit more of this. I'm gonna add just a little more maple syrup. What do you think? Is it good? Okay. Now that these are mixed, Gerald is gonna start applying this on top of each of the cabbage steaks as well as the carrots. That way they can absorb it. And I will start mixing the dry ingredients. So for the dry ingredients, what I do is I combine some nutritional yeast. You can use as much as you want. There, I think that's plenty. Then I add some of the homemade Parmesan cheese, about three heaping, I think these are like tablespoons. I call them teaspoons. And then some oregano, wild oregano. Tastes so good. And I like to add some paprika as well. There. And some freshly ground pepper, just a little bit. There. And this is ready. I combine all of them together like this. Oh, those look so good. Oh wow, that's perfect, see? I love it, it looks so nice. So now, Gerald just finished applying all the wet ingredients on top of the cabbage steaks and the carrots as well. And now I'm going to start placing the dry ingredients like this. They smell so good. We also, at the very end, once everything is done, I also add some water at the bottom of the pan though, not at the top. And I find that that makes the steaks very tender, really, really good and yummy. And I also make sure to put some of this on top of this mix on top of our carrots here, because they're gonna taste so good. Oh my god, I can't wait. And it's so healthy. There.
It already smells good.
So now the water, oh merci. I'm gonna pour it right here at the edge. There. Yeah, that's very good. And if you can pour as much as you want water, like not too much, but if you, in about 20 minutes, you can check it and see if it needs more. And now this is ready to be placed in the oven, as I was saying before, at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for half an hour to 45 minutes. I check it in about half an hour to see how it's doing. If I want to check the water, I check it in about 20 minutes, and if it does need more water, I just add some. And whatever meal you prepare, whatever meal I prepare, I always bless it.
Okay, so this is all finished now. You can see there's quite a few ingredients that went into this meal. Typically what we do once the meal is ready, we bless it and then we cook it. We can accompany that with some millet, some quinoa, whatever is your favorite grain, and it is awesome. Hi, here we are. It's about, we had said 40 minutes. We checked it and we gave it an extra 5 minutes just to make sure it was well done. We also prepared a little bit of side dish of just millet, and we're ready to bring all this into a plate and serve it up.
It looks so good and it smells so good as well.
It's amazing. The smell is just incredible.
Yeah, it's gonna be delicious. So thank you for joining us here today. We really enjoyed sharing this recipe with you. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, and we will be sharing a lot more recipes with you and many more experiences.
Love and blessings.
Love and blessings to all. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.